Okay, so here's a tutorial on how to solve a Rubik's Cube. But before you should learn to solve a Rubik's Cube, you need to know all the different algorithms in order to solve the Rubik's Cube. So I'm gonna go over them at first. So say you're the white face. It doesn't matter what color face it's facing you. Whatever face is to your face is the F face. So the algorithm for F is this. The face that's equal facing you is F. So this is F. It has to go when the cube is turned clockwise. That is F according to this face, and then if it's counterclockwise, it's F prime. So F prime F prime, and the algorithm for F prime looks like this. Just an F. That's F, and then F prime looks like that. So there you go, F and F prime. So what we have next is, say you're still facing the right way. The top layer on the top is U, which is up. So up. So imagine it as you're facing it, but not like that. So just imagine it like that. So it's at the top. So when it's turning clockwise, it's U. Counterclockwise, U prime. U prime, U prime. And that looks like this. U, and then U prime. So they all look the same according to the letter, that, and then the prime is that little I. So I don't have to write them down anymore. So hold the cube the same way. The face to the right is the right, obviously, and the face to the left is the left. So we'll start out with the right. So R, turning clockwise, is this. So that's R, and then R prime. So R prime, R prime. So to the left, it's the exact opposite, the way you turn it. Like R, you turn it up for R prime, you turn it down. For left, you turn it down for R, or no, left, L, and you turn it up for R, L prime. So L prime, L prime. And the bottom face, this face, pretty simple. Like, it's basically the opposite of U. So U is this way, U prime is that way. So that means D, this is the bottom layer, which is D, so that means down, because it's kind of self-explanatory there. So if U is that way and U prime is that way, then that means D is D, just plain old D, kind of clockwise, is the same as U prime. So D to the right, move it to the right, D prime, move it to the left. And just to make it a little quicker, instead of like using your whole hand to move the bottom layer, hold the cube like this, and with your ring fingers, flip the cube like that. Top layer with your this finger, and then if you're doing the right, move it a little bit to the slanted and use the index like that. Simple. It's easier than, I mean, it's quicker than using this. Like, wouldn't you rather do this? Then it's just a no-brainer there. So the back layer that you will not see, that I don't really use that a lot, but you still use it. It's basically the opposite of F. Like, F is this, F prime is this, so that means the back layer, and I would still rotate it with your ring fingers. So the back layer like that. So the back layer is, if F is like this and F prime is like that, then the back is, this is B inverted. So B inverted. So, but I don't really use that a lot, so you don't have to worry about that. Because if you're going to use that, I would usually just turn it around. But once you know the algorithms like that, well, let's go over them for a minute. So this is F prime, U prime, R prime, L prime, D prime, and B prime. So there you go. That's all the algorithms, and once you know all the algorithms, you have to know the color scheme of it. So white is always opposite yellow, red is always opposite red is always opposite orange, and green is always opposite blue. So once you know all that, that will come in handy when solving the 4x4, when you have to make the edges and make the centers, because they have to be all Has to be all relevant. So there you go. So this has been an algorithm tutorial for solving Rubik's Cube.